Hello, my name is Michael Corbin. I'm the Vice President of Strategic Communications here at NewWave, and this is our second milestone report for the National Artificial Intelligence Institute VA AI Tech Sprint. This report will cover our team's progress. We will be introducing our subject matter experts and hearing from our data scientists. We will introduce our approach to machine learning and the research questions provided by our subject matter experts who operate out of the Tiber Rubin VA Medical Center in Long Beach, California. Our goal is to use machine learning to extract knowledge and make predictions about veterans with spinal cord injuries. We will be using the National Spinal Cord Injury Database. The NewWave team will be guided by a set of research questions provided by our subject matter experts, including the ability to identify healthcare eligible veterans with spinal cord injuries not currently served by the VA. To get started, I'm pleased to introduce NewWave's Director of Strategic Accounts, Jay Tanner.
Hi, Michael, and thank you for allowing me to join the NAII opportunity. As a veteran, I bring a veteran preference to this effort.
Excellent. Jay, can you introduce our subject matter experts, Dr. Stephen Fagoni and Dr. John Robles, and tell us where they work?
Yes, Dr. Steve Fagoni and Mr. John Robles are members of our VA healthcare community in Tiber Rubin VA Medical Center, which is located in Long Beach, California.
Excellent. And what is the focus of their work there in Long Beach?
Their focus of their work is in the field of spinal cord injuries, and they are currently serving the veteran population and the complications that come from those injuries.
Thanks, Jay. Now I'd like to introduce Brett Luskin, NewWave's data scientist leading our effort on the VA AI Tech Sprint. Hey, Brett, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Michael.
What data set are we going to be using for our product development here?
We're using the National Spinal Cord Injury Model Systems database. It's a public use data set that's de-identified. It has both veterans and non-veterans, some of which have been using the VA services and some which have not been using VA services.
Excellent. Can you give us a high-level understanding of how we will apply machine learning to this data set?
Sure. So what machine learning is really good for is exploring complex search spaces and complex relationships. So this data set, it has over 200 variables in it. So trying to understand just for any human, all the relationships between these different features of our patients, that's a tall task. So machine learning can step in and it can help us figure out what some of these relationships can tell us, both in describing what's happened in the past and predicting what can happen in the future.
Excellent. And is there a particular machine learning algorithm or set of algorithms that we'll be applying to this data?
Yeah, so our initial proposal is to use a pretty advanced technique called XGBoost. It's been popularized over the past couple of years. It's an advanced decision tree model that's been proven to have a pretty wide range of application.
Outstanding. And right now, you're at the place, the sort of labor-intensive place of having to get this data organized in a fashion we can actually use it. Can you describe that work?
Yeah, so data cleaning is actually one of the most important steps that we have. The XGBoost model is already written and prepared for us and packaged. So when we're ready to use that, we just call upon that code like we would for most pre-written models. So we have to really make sure that our data is free of imperfections that can really impact the model. In data science, we have a saying, garbage in, garbage out. So what we're trying to do is deal with things like null values, and we're trying to figure out which features are actually important to our model and which are just noise. And that's where our subject matter experts come in, because I really have no experience with spinal cord injury patients. So we have to be in constant communication when we're doing the data cleaning with our SMEs so that we know whether we're headed in the right direction or not.
Thanks, Brett. Some of the research questions that we will be looking at to give focus to our product development include how can we identify the healthcare eligible veterans that have spinal cord injury. We also want to be able to compare cardiovascular disease and cardiometabolic syndrome risk factors among veterans with spinal cord injury, or those have a comparative population who are not veterans. We also want to be able to look at spinal cord injury for veterans inside the VA and outside the VA, those who've gotten services in the VA and those who haven't received services for spinal cord injury. And one of the things that we want to attempt to do is help our subject matter experts answer the question, whether real or specific kinds of synthetic healthcare data of spinal cord injury of veterans or of the whole population of possible spinal cord injury patients can help us determine a minimum level or recommended clinical interventions for these conditions. And to help us understand the value of building a product with machine learning that will help us answer some of these research questions, let's turn to Dr. Shuai Yang, data scientist here at NewWave. Welcome, Dr. Yang.
Hi, everyone.
Can you give us a sense of the value that adding machine learning will bring to this product development?
Yeah, so in this AI tech sprint, we are focusing on intervention for veterans are not currently served by VA. I think which is a great opportunity for data science and machine learning. As we know, machine learning has been used to streaming administration process, like better manage chronic disease and also personalized medical treatments. So at here, with the help of Dr. Figoni and John, we are going to build machine learning models that could could help us to predict the risk of develop cardiovascular disease or metabolic syndromes after spinal cord injuries or disorders. So this could help physicians and patients to intervene earlier and identify those patterns or surfacing some risk factors that, let's say, like a physical activity level or like certain treatment plan, or if the patient is leveraging VHA spinal cord injury service or not. So I believe with the thoughtful deployment, our machine learning model have the potential to help veterans with spinal cord injuries or disorders, as well as the doctors and the related healthcare system, making healthcare decisions that promote a better outcomes and also lower the cost.
Great. Thank you for that explanation, Dr. Yang. Thanks for joining us today.
Yes, my pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. This has been NewWave's second milestone report for the National Artificial Intelligence Institute's VA AI Tech Sprint. If you have any questions about our work or would like to learn more about NewWave, visit us at newwave.io. You can always email me at michael.corbin@newwave.io. Our next presentation will be for our alpha demo, and we look forward to seeing you then.